Hey guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale. Today, we're going to cover what is really undoubtedly the #1 deck inside the game. Why do I say that? I checked the leaderboard in terms of what deck the top 10 are actually playing right now, and 6 out of 10 of them, 6 out of 10 were using the same deck. It is the Miner Wall Breakers cycle with arrows, guys, and I'll tell you what, usually cycle decks 2.9 cycle here. They're a little bit more difficult to play. There's a higher learning curve. Not the case with this deck, because even I can win with it. Even I am having success with it, and I want to share with you a couple replays of my own here at the end of today's video to really break down the things that I learned about this deck. A mere mortal, not a pro player like Morten from SK Gaming, our guest for today's video. So a really good deck, and notably, it does have the arrows in there. The arrows did receive that buff. Everybody's talking about it. Are they better? Are they worse? They can now one-shot guards because of the stagger effect. I think they're better. I don't think they're worse. I don't know why some people think they're worse. To me, arrows are now actually viable as a medium spell to have in your deck. And this is the only spell in this deck, not even a tornado, nothing else. And by the way, some people do sub in log for the arrows, so if you still prefer the old school 2 elixir spells, go with the log. So, Morten could not join me on voice because he is prepping for CRL World Finals. He did tilt since he shared the replays a little bit. I guess if tilt is 128 in the world, right? He was 3rd in the world when he dropped these replays off just a night ago. So I'm going to go ahead and start showing you the replays here, guys. Starting with Jack. Now, again, I do prefer live matches in most of my videos, but especially a deck like this. It is not like a brand new deck. I really like seeing which cards are in his hand, especially as we're kind of studying his playstyle. Some of these matches are absolutely intense. So yeah, we'll just kind of enjoy them together. And again, I will say, maybe I had some good matches. One against Golem, which I think is really important to cover how to face a Golem deck using this deck. And then the other one is against P.E.K.K.A. Bridge Spam, both 21 players. So I really want to show those off a little bit to you guys as well. How you guys doing the last day of the season, or the last day of the season? Are you guys ready for Clashmas season? One thing I didn't go over in my videos, by the way, I put out 2 videos yesterday. One was just kind of a quick summary of the balance changes, also the new card draw changes. That was like a quick 6-minute video, but I think I buried that with my healer video that I released like 10 seconds later. So in case you guys missed the other balance changes to the Elixir Golem and the Knight and the card draw thing, and I'm forgetting, the 3 Musketeer buff, that video is out there. I'll link it in the description below as well. But anyway, here we go here. Morten against Jack, 2 amazing players here. Pretty much everybody in today's video, except for yours truly, is going to be an incredibly amazing player for you guys to enjoy the gameplay of. So, surprise, surprise, they're playing the same deck. The only difference being that Jack is using the log version of the deck. So we'll see how they kind of square off here. And Magic Archer, another card that's kind of, I mean, in this deck, well, there's so many cards to talk about, right? Because bats are so incredibly valuable. Miners just always so strong. Wall breakers are really good still, even despite the nerfs that they gave them. Magic Archer, Valkyrie. Those 2 cards really, to me, are kind of the defensive, defensive backbone of this deck. And those are the cards that I just think are so powerful right now in the meta. But no worries if you don't have the Magic Archer. That's actually a pretty flexible spot. You want a range attacker, but you can make a Musketeer or even a Dark Goblin in that spot if you're looking for a non-legendary option. If you want a legendary option, you can even feel free to go with the Electro Wizard in that spot. So here we go. Anyway, guys, Bomb Tower setting up on the right here for Jack. We're watching, obviously, from Jack's perspective here, about 15-20 seconds into double elixir time inside this contest. Valkyries meet at the river there. Check out Jack. 2 Magic Archers against 1 here for Morten. He goes in with the Miner as well. Here comes Wall Breakers. The Bomb Tower is down. Bomb Tower in the best deck in the game. Never thought I'd be saying those words, but here we are. What, December 1st, 2019? And yes, that is the case. Bomb Tower is in this deck. So here we go. It's going to be a nice little counter push here for Morten. He ends up getting some bats on the tower, and tower goes down just like that with only 7 seconds remaining. Now can Jack make a comeback here? It's looking like no, negative. He cannot make the comeback. 622 remaining on that tower, and that's the first victory of the match. So I just kind of rambled on most of that first match. We'll talk a little bit more about deck strategy in the next one here, and I want to watch against, these are two really good ones. Let's watch the one against Macarius, who we just had on the channel, highlighting he did a live push. I won't spoil the video entirely for you guys, but he got really, really high. We started out at like 70 in the world, and he just kept winning in that video. That was the mortar deck a couple days ago that I uploaded here. So anyway, here we go with his Macarius, known for being the hog mortar free-to-play player. He's still free-to-play, able to max out his miner via trade tokens in his log. But he switched over to the miner bait version with the Rascals and the Fireball. He's having a ton of success with that. So that's the deck that we're going against here. This time we're watching from the point of view of Morten. One thing that struck me right away as I looked at this deck, as I looked at the gameplay before I jumped into the arena, is just how aggressive Morten is, especially with the wall breakers. But some of these pushes are just insane. I think we see that in this match here, and in this match here we definitely see the value of the arrows, because look at Macarius's deck. He doesn't have many responses to our miner that isn't swarm, that doesn't die to arrows, right? He has the Rascals if he wants to, but it doesn't matter. Everything that we have does really well with the miner, or the arrows, excuse me. So every miner arrows is basically what I'm trying to say. For 6 elixir, you can put some serious hurting against decks like this that don't have that Valkyrie to try to catch your miner, don't have that knight. So again, you're gonna see him very aggressive. Pretty much anytime he goes in with that miner, he's going to want to go in with the wall breakers. That's the name of the game with the wall breakers. As soon as you have that tank down for them, then, I mean, they're going to need more than just skeletons, more than just log, more than just bar, barrel, or zap. They're going to need something else. That's why you really want to pair the 5 elixir combo together, the miner plus the wall breakers, and we're going to see Morten do that quite a bit in today's match. So, Bomb Tower is a cool card too, because even against, my Golem matchup, for example, I found myself using Bomb Tower a lot of the times in the middle of the lane. That way I would do extra death damage to the opponent's support troops behind that Golem. And again, we go in with the wall breakers. I think we connected the 1 wall breaker there on that left tower, 10 seconds here into double elixir time. So mortar set up again here by Macarius. So far the damage is pretty even right now. We go in with that miner. We're gonna go ahead and arrows. We catch some of them, but not all of them with those arrows. Either way, here comes some goblins on the counter push. Miner to pull our bats back. Now we have the skeletons to buy us a little bit of time on that defensive end. We go with the wall breakers here, and again, boom, and there's the miner. Now this time we have arrows in hand. Arrows are down, taking care of most of those bats, also a couple of those spear goblins. And again, look at the spacing on these bomb towers here by Morten, guys. Just absolutely perfect, making sure he can distract and kill the opponent's mortar. And again, look at this big push, guys, especially in double elixir time. This time we didn't go with the arrows. Nice job not using the arrows there, recognizing that Fireball was probably going to be the most viable answer for Macarius. So 1 minute in here, 1 more minute of double elixir time, and then triple elixir time to end this match off. Things can get pretty intense now with the new triple elixir in overtime. Fireball comes down offensively. This time a lot of damage there for Macarius, and even some bat damage to add insult to injury. Here we go with the miner, wall breakers, arrows. We don't connect there with the wall breaker. Nice defense there by Macarius, and about 100 HP lead. Here we go, 90 seconds remaining, inside this match. Here we go with the bomb tower against that offensive mortar. Again, we failed to catch that miner, but we catch it with the skeletons, not with the miner, Here we go again, a big push. It's bats, it's wall breakers, it's miner. Arrows come down. We get the miner to the tower. It's going to get a ton of chip damage there on the left, guys. 756 HP remaining. And again, just trying to predict and protect our tower there with skeletons, wall breakers again. Mortar comes down. We kill the mortar. This time we purposely activate that king tower. Don't want to worry about precision anymore on those arrows. So now 412 HP remaining, and again the miner coming down with the fireball. There's going to be a ton of damage now for Macarius. 658 damage remaining on that left tower. Here we go, another big attack here. Arrows coming down, miner on the tower. Boom, tower's down. 21 seconds into triple elixir time. Triple elixir is going to take some getting used to here, guys. All right, let me regale you with one of my replays. And then we'll go back to the Morten replays. feel free to fast forward through this segment. Probably going to be around 3 minutes, guys. So if we go over to the activity log, okay, I want to show the Golem one first, then Starlight playing the P.E.K.K.A after that, but we'll do that one at the end of the video. So here we go. I kind of want to bring you into my mind here, guys, against Golem here. Starting hand, I don't like to start super aggressive, even with a hand like this. I don't want to go in with miners and wall breakers right out the gate. I'd rather kind of cycle cards in the back, like this, right? Bats and skeletons, let him respond, then I can go in with a miner and wall breakers if I want to, and I did want to here. So here I go, putting a lot of pressure on the opposite lane, and he has zap again. I mean, what could he do there? He could have zap bar barreled, but he decides not to here. I guess willing to take a little bit of damage, and I end up taking a little bit of damage on the opposite side to that baby dragon as well there. So here he comes with the Mega Minion in the left. I'm just going to let this Magic Archer go. I do get 2 hits, though. Thank you very much, Magic Archer. And then I just cycle these skeletons to stymie this Barbarian in the left. I do the same thing with the bats for the Mega Minion. And he goes in with the Night Witch here. So I decide to attack right smack dab into it, recognizing that it is still single elixir time, and I get 2 wall breaker connections. In double elixir time, that would be more difficult, but in single elixir time, I know I can defend against the Golem push. I mean, we have all the defensive tools that we need here. We go Valkyrie right on top of that Night Witch. I should have arrowed there now looking back, but instead I used the bats against the baby dragon. Then I arrows. Either way, it all ended up working out because that bomb tower pulled that baby dragon into it, and then the death damage worked out. I mean, look at that defense, guys. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but he didn't score like any damage against me, and I almost get that wall breaker to the left tower, 512 HP. Now I'm going to go ahead and attack him with the miner, recognizing that he does have that Golem deck. I want to try to stay aggressive going into double elixir time here. So he catches my miner. I saw the baby dragon, I saw the Golem deck, and I assumed he had Tornado, but then when I saw this mini P.E.K.K.A, I'm starting to think, okay, maybe it's not a... Maybe he doesn't have Tornado, excuse me. So anyway, 512 remaining on that tower. Golem down to block that Night Witch. And this time I know I've got my work cut out for me here. I start by cycling a Valkyrie so I can cycle to another Valkyrie towards the end of the attack if I need it. Trying to separate here. I see he has poison. Now keep an eye on my Magic Archer, guys. How much value this Magic Archer is going to give me. I already have Valkyrie back in hand here. I place her down again, just buying more time here. And now I have Bomb Tower. This is what I was talking about right here, guys. Bomb Tower is going to do a great job. Just, you know, kind of clogging up the lane there. And then the death damage, kaplow, boom, Magic Archer and Bomb Tower there, guys. Absolutely amazing job on defense. Now my miner can just go ahead and chip away at that left tower. And then, that's just like that. That's it. That's the whole match. Well, actually, he does go all in here, right? Here it is. Baby Dragon, Mini P.E.K.K.A. And it's okay. No big deal. I have Bomb Tower in hand. We can just place that down. And yeah, that's going to be GG's. But you guys can see how, wow. I mean, the defensive utility of these cards, the Bomb Tower, the Valkyrie, the Magic Archer, as long as you space them correctly. And I'm not even a cycle master, you know? I could have gotten way more value out of my bats and skeletons inside that matchup. But still, this goes to show you, it's a really, really just deceptively strong defensive deck, at least in my opinion. Anyway, let's go with another Morten here against this guy. All right, so this is a giant double Prince matchup here that we're going to be seeing next, and it's a good one. Giant Double Prince seems to be making a bit of a comeback here inside the game, guys. By the way, I don't know if you guys are going to watch the CRL World Finals, but since we do have Morten on, I feel, again, worth mentioning that he will be playing in the finals as part of SK Gaming. They have an incredible, incredible team. Just one of the best, if not the best. I think they're the favorites going in. I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll see. But they just played so well this season, and I will be in LA. Don't worry, though. I plan on pre-recording enough content to get you guys through without missing a daily upload. Again, not to humble brag too hard, but I'm going on a 4-year without missing a day upload streak, so I don't want to miss it, but we'll see what we can do. I know one day it's going to happen. I'm going to miss an upload. But anyway, here we go with the Valkyrie in there. And by the way, guys, I want to thank all of you so much who have been telling me in the comments that you're using my creator code at CWA. I really appreciate it, guys. Yeah, I just overwhelmed, honestly, with how many of you guys are like, yeah, I'm supporting you. I'm like, wow, dude, thank you. Thank you. Not necessary. Thank you. But anyway, look at that minor value there out of the opponent. Doesn't prevent one of those wall breakers from connecting, though. So we have a nice early lead, 13-10 remaining on that left tower. And we're going to go in, we're going to be defending, excuse me, against the new Executioner. So the new Executioner, how do you guys feel about him? Some people say he is well, a lot of people say he's weaker, but some people say they still love him, and his popularity has not really changed much. He's still seen in a ton of different decks. Executioner just absolutely decimating all of those defenses there for Morten. Zap comes down, taking out those skeletons, and one Larry remaining on the back of that Executioner there, but doesn't prevent that Executioner from getting a lot of damage to that right tower. Ouch, that sucked. 6:29 remaining on that right tower for Morten going into double elixir time. And the thanks comes down from Morten, knows that he is in trouble in this contest. But he can get that left tower down if he applies enough pressure. And he does, this is something that he does against beatdown pushes that you saw me doing as well against that, that Golem deck, is he'll push same lane if it's the weak side tower when they place their beatdown card. So it was a giant in that situation. He went same lane there. Now our right tower is going to fall to this miner. We're focusing on defense here. How does he win this match? How does he do this is the question. Anyway, Executioner gets one connection there. We have arrows down. Dark Prince strikes those wall breakers down with his heavy mallet, and that's going to be a nice defense for the opponent. But we already have Miner back in cycle for another round of Miner chip damage onto the left tower. This time we get one bat to the tower as well. Magic Archer finishes that left tower. Finish him. 10 seconds remaining. Now we're right back in this match here. 5 seconds remaining. Giant in the pocket from the opponent. We have the skeletons there for the Prince. Executioner kind of in tow. We pull everybody to the right there with the, oh, actually, excuse me. We don't catch that. Prince have to use an emergency wall, miner, excuse me, on that left tower. So that defensive miner, the defensive bomb tower, doing pretty well. Also getting a lot of value out of our cycle cards. A nice zap dart Prince for the opponent, preventing those wall breakers from getting to the tower. And again, the giant in the pocket from the opponent here. Again, like these pushes are just massive. These double Prince pushes with a deck like this has got to be like one of the worst matchups that you could hope for here for Morten, but yet he's still in this. We go in with a miner again. This time we actually get to that tower. Interesting Dark Prince placement. I think he was predicting, excuse me, the wall breakers. Instead, we get that connection. 3 big hits with that Magic Archer onto the right tower. Then we go wall breakers in the pocket. Nice play by Morten, but he doesn't connect. Wall breakers in pocket apparently doesn't work because there was nothing down there, nothing to tank for him, and no defenses. And yeah, that was a good test run for you guys. Okay, double Prince Executioner here in the left. We have an offside Magic Archer doing some work there defensively. Also a miner, I believe. Bomb tower's down. He does have a Dark Prince close to our tower here, but still, nice defense. And then we kite this Prince away using the wall breakers. Beautiful play there by Morten. Ends up getting one connection and taking care of that Prince, or at least a lot of that Prince, thanks to those bats. And again, miner comes down. We catch that miner with the Valkyrie, and we pull that giant back. Get over here with the bomb tower. Bats DPS down, that giant down before we can get one hit to the tower, and then we go in, this time caught by the Dark Prince again, and the Prince catches our miner on the right tower. Only 10 seconds remaining, but we have the damage advantage here, guys. Triple elixir time moves fast. Here we go. It's going to be a giant. Oh, not on the tower. Bomb tower is down. Arrows come down. Miner's down. And we have the damage advantage there. There it is. We win by damage. What a match there, guys. Wow. All right. Let's go into the next. I wanted to show you that P.E.K.K.A. replay. If you guys don't mind here, let's go to the activity log. And this is one, this is not like a, oh, look at how good I am, guys. This is rather a, okay, look at how awesome this deck is, right? Because I was never really in danger inside this entire match. Playing this deck, and again, like on paper, you look at it, and it doesn't feel like I have a huge matchup advantage, but I guess it was. So I go in with the super late arrows there, but it is still with the arrows and the miner, able to get a lot of damage off of that right tower to start things off here. I have bomb tower in hand, but I decided to go with the Valkyrie because Valkyrie shuts down everything. Valkyrie shuts down a battle ram just fine, able to combo with the bats, and now I have my bomb tower in hand because if they have battle ram, you know they're playing some sort of a bridge spam deck. So I force a NATO out of him there. So I'm feeling pretty good, right? And now I know he has Tornado, so I know I'm going to be incredible. And look, he has nothing in hand for this. Nothing, no elixir. And that was just like a heads-up play, again, but recognizing he was low in elixir, recognizing he had no NATO in hand, so I could just go in with the miner and the wall breakers after he used that NATO. So again, on defense here, he's going to go ahead and bats down, or zap down my bats, and then the P.E.K.K.A is going to be easily handled. I go ahead and use the 1 elixir skeletons just to keep my cycle going here and keep that bomb tower at full health, knowing that he did have battle ram in hand. I figured battle ram might come down the left side here to bypass that bomb tower, so I'm kind of ready for it, but I'm waiting to see what he does. He splits the goblin gang in the back. I kind of leak an elixir or two, not knowing exactly what to do, knowing that my bomb tower had things on lockdown. So as soon as he poisons, I go in aggressively, knowing he's 4 elixir less in hand. He does have that NATO in hand, so I figure it was coming down there. I arrows, but he also zaps just to make sure the wall breakers don't get another lucrative connection there on his right tower. So again, 10 seconds or so remaining here in single elixir time, and I'm feeling pretty good, right? He hasn't touched my towers other than the poison. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cycle again and play it slow. I feel like this deck is all about tempo. You're playing it slow, you defend, playing it fast. Chipping, and then go all in. You know, it's just playing, you suit the tempo of the match, not your opponent when you're playing this deck. You set it, not suit it. So anyway, here we go. It's going to be a big push coming in. Now I have to be a little bit more patient. He goes in with a poison. Don't love that. I go with a miner just to cycle. I have arrows in hand, but I decide not to use the arrows because I need to defend this big push, right? So now I have arrows. Thank God I waited, right? Because now arrows get a ton of value. Skeletons are going to distract that P.E.K.K.A, and then Bomb Tower's got this on lockdown here against this Executioner. So now I have another Magic Archer in hand. I know he didn't have poison in hand. Now he has poison in hand. I get a little bit of damage with the Magic Archer, and again, just chipping away the whole time with that miner. Here comes the Goblin Gang again. Another big push here, guys. I have my Valkyrie in hand. I use my Valkyrie and my skeletons. Bomb Tower, death damage, again, helping me out there. And somehow, some way, again, like not even getting close to being in trouble, even though it looked that way with that big push coming, right? I mean, I thought every single time I was going to defend here, I thought to myself, dude, how am I going to defend this, you know? And then every time I was able to do it. So it just goes to show you that this deck, and that was a bad bomb tower there. I had placed at the same time he placed that poison. But again, Valkyrie just, you know, is so useful there. Valkyrie for 4 elixir can basically tank the P.E.K.K.A, right? I go with the wall breakers. I have the bomb tower still alive. Arrows come down with the offensive miner. And again, just another really easy defense there. And, you know, what am I going to do? At this point, I know I have him here. I can just arrows, miner, chip down, but it's not quite over yet, right? With a deck like this, he can always pull off one monster push, and that's what he's trying to do here with the P.E.K.K.A at the bridge and the poison down on my Magic Archer. Again, I'm just trying to chill here. I use the skeletons first to try to eat one of the hits from the P.E.K.K.A before I drop my Valkyrie, and then I have the arrows and the miner ready to go, and tower will be down. There it is. GG Starlight. You know, guys, it's one of those things where this deck is, you just play it. You just play it and you'll realize how good, how effective this deck is. I hope the gameplay from Morten and a little bit of yours truly added into the mix was good for you guys, gave you an idea of how this deck is supposed to work, and I hope you guys have a ton of success with it. Check out Morten's player stats and profile and his YouTube channel and his Twitch channel. All of that will be linked in the show notes below, along with a deck link as we do in every video. Now is a beautiful time to check out my balance change video or the video that I did with Macarius or with Colton, checking out the new healer card. All the links to all 3 of those videos will be in the description below, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, Morten's stats and player profile can be checked out in the description. Thanks to Royale.com, and a huge shout out to Bren Chong, my YouTube partner. Guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.